game is the hilarious game is causing laughter. Now this game is not usually worn with masks. We're just wearing masks to show you, to get you into the party atmosphere. What happens this game is I've given out sheets of paper to everyone already, and they're writing out an explanation to the scene that I, as the reader, would be the first one to read out to all the players. And then as I speak out this to all the players, they also can use it on text or email for those, if all your group has their cell phones and text or even laptops with them. So the first scene I'm going to read out here, and then after you would write it down, they would fold it up and give me their explanations. But because we're on video here, you could say it out loud, because we're kind of teaching everybody how this game works. What is your scene? So here's the scene. The scene is Sally said no to Dan when Dan asked her for a dance. So why would Sally say no to Dan's dance?
Well, there's a lot of reasons, but one good reason is because he's had bad breath.
He's got bad breath, all right? So that would be written on here, folded up, and you would never know that this individual wrote something about bad breath. Now, as an explanation, why would you write of why poor Dan got turned down by Sally, or Sally turned down Dan's proposal for a dance?
Because Dan forgot to put his deodorant on.
Dan forgot his deodorant. All right. Okay. So this lady here would write that on the paper, fold it up. I'd never know. Write it to me, fold it up, and I would hold it. And now we would go, of course, to this next lady here, and you would tell us, poor Sally, why did she say no to Dan?
Because he broke her toes once before dancing with her.
Oh, he broke her toes. Okay, so you would write that down. Can you write that down and fold it up and tell me?
Because he was dating her best friend.
Oh! It sounds like a love triangle. Can you fold that up and pass me your folded clues, please?
There we go. There we go.
There we go.
All right. So me as the reader would reach each of these once, maybe twice, and then we would guess who wrote what. Now in this kind of version on YouTube here, we're actually showing you live. They spoke out what their explanation was, but in the real game, they would not speak it out. They would write it. I would read out each of these, and then we would start off and go around, and each person would guess who wrote what. Now, if their explanation got guessed, they would have to sit out this round, and we would go on, and that person would keep on guessing. If they got right answers, they would keep on going until everyone got guessed. Everyone's explanation got guessed in this round, and then I get to retire as the reader. I pass it over to my person on the right, and they would then pick a scene from the book, and the game would continue for round two. So we hope you've had a great time trying to learn out how this game can really help you out with your next party. You go right to Amazon.com and type in "What is your scene?" and you'll find that the hilarious game will be an excellent addition to your next party. Thank you so much for listening. Again, look for the book, ebook game called "What is Your Game?"